All right, welcome to Country Gardens Farm. We're going to harvest some sweet potatoes today out of our square foot garden. We planted these back in June, and we had some other beans and some other things in there with them that we've already harvested, and the sweet potatoes have just taken over the whole square foot box that we had here. It was a 4x4 box, and now these sweet potatoes are out 15, 18 feet wide, and so they make massive vines, and then your sweet potato grows under the ground. And so the way we're going to harvest these is we're first going to take a few of the sweet potato leaves. We're going to have those for lunch today, and we can saute those just like we would any kind of a green. So we're going to take the young tender growth and we'll get a few of those, and then we're going to clip all of these vines off, and then we can dig the sweet potato out of the box there, out of the ground. So let's see if we can show a bloom there. When they start to bloom, that's a sign that the sweet potatoes are mature and they'll ready to harvest. So we want to harvest these before cold weather gets here. We're about 3 or 4 weeks away right now from having a frost, so we're going to go ahead and harvest these and see what we got. But first we're going to collect some of the tender new growth to get some leaves on. David's going to help me out and clip a few of these tender leaves off, and we're going to give them to Judy, my wife, and she's going to cook us some for lunch today. So we're just going in here and we're getting some of the tips, and she'll take the leaves off of those and saute them. Now we're going to start pulling up the vines, and let's roll them up here and kind of gut out, and you'll see the box here, the little square foot garden box we grew them in, and they started rooting down to the ground even outside the box. They're almost like kudzu. Okay, let me find my clippers here, and we'll start cutting this off. There you go. Probably a square foot garden is not the ideal place to grow sweet potatoes because they take up so much room. Okay, let's see here. We had a few beans here earlier, and they're taken over by the sweet potatoes. But here's a plant. So now this soil is pretty soft. You could dig it with a shovel if it wasn't, but that one. There we go. There's one. Like fishing. There's another one. This is what we grew. This purple sweet potato. I think instead of eating all these, we like this variety, so what we'll probably do is save this to grow more plants with next year. So in the greenhouse we'll bury this potato or tuber in the ground, and everywhere they got little eyes here, you'll have slips come up, and we can make a new crop for next year.